huh?
Yeah, came up, no choice. I had to get out that porch. Hot like a motherfucking torch, yeah. Certain nigga with no choice, yeah. Top off, no doors, yeah. Top off, no doors. Top off, no doors, yeah. Top off, no doors, yeah. Came up, no choice. I had to get out that porch. Hot like a motherfucking torch, yeah. Certain nigga with no choice, yeah. Top off, no doors, yeah. Top off, no doors. Top off, no doors, yeah. Top off, no doors. They got me a bullshit again, fucking hater. Bitch, I be thinking like I'm Noriega. I done boy up and say fuck me, yo. Hit from the back, she gon' like how I'm coming. I look like a lick in that fuck on stomach. I can't relate to the nigga. I came from the bottom, my face is a nigga. My daddy just said to be patient. Nobody ain't ready to be ready for cases. Back of the bleacher, roll die with the aces. That said, just be patient. I'm rolling with Haitian. You know that my nigga gon' take it. And I got on eye like a glacier. When she hit the fan, my name on the pavement. None of you niggas won't make it. We know the little nigga won't push up on 80.
Know the little nigga won't push up on 80. Know the little nigga won't push up on 80.
I swear they gon' see some my black and go crazy. I'm leaning. That young nigga really with faded. Bitch, I'm a legend. I ride like a legend. Burberry, ain't got me no credit. Put up in the bed like rock on steady. And I'm gonna go ahead on these niggas for real. Some of you niggas don't know how I feel. Like in this cell, I was doing the bill. Watch how your pocket gon' fold again. You niggas ain't can't put that on game. That ain't what it is. I stay in my lane. I stay in my lane. I stay in my lane. You niggas ain't gang. You niggas ain't gang. Niggas ain't gang. You niggas ain't gang. Came up, no choice. I had to get out that porch. Hot like a motherfucking torch, yeah. Smart nigga with no choice, yeah. Top off, no doors, yeah. Top off, no doors. Top off, no doors, yeah. Top off, no doors, yeah. Came up, no choice. I had to get out that porch. Hot like a motherfucking torch, yeah. Smart nigga with no choice, yeah. Top off, no doors, yeah. Top off, no doors. Top off, no doors, yeah. Top off, no doors. Said that we never would make it on top, and I knew if you drip, I way down to my sock. Fuck out a car, they can't count on my block. I be free head to toe like I'm a stop. Some niggas ain't coming home for a little minute. If we do the crime and get caught, ain't no snitching. I put up on him, ain't no smoke in my kitchen. Before I would think of put that to the side. We're living that life on Jack Blood on my life. The ups and the downs, invest on my time. I hope I get blessings, I'm trying to do fine. I'm close to the end, they might think that I'm blind. My PO keep wigging on me on my line. I face out, they probably committed a crime. And I see this shit in my sleep every time. Feel like I put all of my pride to the side. These niggas, they envy, I walk with a 9. And I'ma go, hey, they gon' hate that I made it. It took me some time for this shit, I'ma make it. I see niggas blind to the fact that we made it. I dress like a stylist, I rock with the ladies. My girl in designer, I call her my baby. And I got that girl on my back, I see crack of it. Then it exists, I would be who I'm at. I'm pulling the phone, I don't know how to act. Yeah, came up, no choice. Yeah, came up, no choice. Yeah, young nigga hot out that porch. 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 Young nigga hot out that porch. Yeah, came up, no choice. I had to get out that porch. Hot like a motherfucking torch. Yeah, smart nigga with no choice. Yeah, top off, no doors. Top off, no doors. Top off, no doors. Yeah, top off, no doors. Yeah, came up, no choice. I had to get out that porch. Hot like a motherfucking torch. Yeah, smart nigga with no choice. Yeah, top off, no doors. Yeah, top off, no doors. Top off, no doors. Yeah, top off, no doors.
Yes, sir. That's Top 5 by Cash Lingo. Cash is the money sign. Just released that record on the 17th. You can go tune in on Apple Music, Spotify, and all streaming platforms. But I'm Ali Hoostar 365, and welcome to Respect the Game, the podcast, episode 213. Episode 213. So if you want to participate in the podcast, request to go live, and we can chop it up, and we can take it from there and do what it do. All right, today's podcast, we're going to talk about the dysfunctional society that we live in today. And what are the solutions? How can we rectify and reverse the trends and reverse the negativity to positive and uplifting and inspiring? Because I'm inspired to remain inspired, even through tough times, through challenges, through crisis, through death, through drama, trauma, and the whole nine. I still remain inspired and motivated to inspire the masses. So that's what we must do collectively as a unit, as a people, as humans, is to find a solution. We can't always resort to violence and downing each other and degrading one another and shooting and killing one another. That doesn't solve anything. In fact, everything is getting worse every day, every minute, every second of the day. There's always something going on. Every time I wake up in the morning and I turn the news on and say, oh, let me just see what's going on in the world. And every single time the first news, story is violence. I don't know if it's being sensationalized. I don't know if they're doing this shit on purpose, but I know it's always violence. You know what I'm saying? So, like this morning, I woke up and it said it was another mass shooting in California where 20 people were shot in the club, 10 people died, and 10 people are injured. Somebody ran up in there with a machine gun and started shooting while everybody was dancing. Like, what is going on in people's minds today that will actually make somebody go do that? Like, you really have to be a real, like, cold-blooded human being to go on anywhere in public and shoot innocent people like that. Like, mental health is real. Not only mental health, but we all know what's going on for those of understanding and those who understand what's been happening within the last 3 years. And you know what's crazy is that you go listen to my podcast from 3 years ago when I started it. It's been like 2.5 years already, almost 3 years. And in the first few podcasts, when all this things started going on with the pandemic and the whole nine, I said that. I said, you watch, they're going to put that stuff in people, and then after a couple of years, give it time, to go through the body, and it's going to start affecting people adversely. Not everyone, but some people. Now you see it on the news every day. People are being extreme behaviors and extreme violence, unnecessary violence. People just snapping. I just seen a young lady in the airport, and she was built like a linebacker. She was bad as hell. She was thick, and she went bananas in the airport. And I was like, yo, like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is really happening? She was tearing up the airport. She was breaking all their computers, and it took like 5 cops to hold her down. She was enraged. She was enraged about, I guess she must have missed her flight. Because when you go to the airport, you gotta go 2 hours. You gotta be there 2 hours early to check in. I remember one time I missed my flight to Spirit, of course, at Atlantic City Airport. I missed my flight. They didn't want to give me my money back. It was like $300-something, and they told me, nah, we give you a credit. We don't give refunds, sir. We give credit. And I was like, what? I'm not ever going to be able to fly. I gotta go back to work. I was going to take this weekend to go see my mom in Florida, and now y'all telling me I can't fly. But the plane ain't take off yet. It was like, it had like 40 minutes before the plane took off, so I don't even know why they couldn't just check me in. It wasn't like it was packed. There was nobody in line. They could have just checked me in, you know what I'm saying? And I had a carry-on. I didn't have no big-ass suitcase. I could have just carried that shit on the plane and put it in the overhead and went to Florida. But they said, nah. They said no. So I said, well, everything happens for a reason. Maybe that plane was going to crash or something, And God just made it fit that it wasn't my time to go on that flight. So I didn't go. So I lost that money. I think I ended up giving that ticket to somebody, that credit. I think I did. Not sure if it was my mom or my sister. But yeah, so I seen that. So by the time I seen that, I just changed the TV. I can't even watch the news no more. It's just too much. So I said, well, let me come in the studio and put some work in today. We dropped some new singles. If you don't know, I'm Ali Hoodstar 365 and CEO of Hoodstar Entertainment, LLC. You can go look me up on Apple Music. I have artists that I distribute and I publish their music. Right now on the pushing is Cash Lingo. It's CA, the money sign, HLINGO Lingo. And his music is on all platforms right now, so you can go tune in and check him out. He's very talented, very, very talented young man from Atlanta, Georgia. And I must have dropped like at least 9 singles in the last 2 months with him. So pushing his music, And just reaching for beyond the stars. So we got the music with Hood Star Entertainment on Apple Music. Then we got the podcast, of course, what I'm doing now, Respect the Game, the podcast. Got the clothing line, Hood Star World. You can go to hoodstarworld.com and go support the clothing line, the streetwear. We're just gonna keep, doing what we do on a daily basis. All right. But if you want to join the conversation, you can come on the live stream and you can let's talk about it, man. Let's see what's going on. What's on your mind? What you got going on? How do you feel? What's going on? How do you feel? What's going on today in your world where you live at? Where you from? What state you're in? What country you in? Let us know. But I can tell you this: remain patient, remain faithful, and don't let society pressure you and succumbing to whatever it is they got going on. I'm sure you were raised with morals or some type of understanding. So if you have parents, a lot of kids weren't fortunate enough to have parents, but for those of you who were, and if you weren't, then it's cool. You can come talk to me. I'll talk to you and just give you my life experiences and my wisdom and share it with you. And, we can just build from there. Understand? But better days are ahead of all of us, for us that remain patient and for us that remain faithful and believing in the higher power and believing in the Creator. Then there are better days for us, better months for us, better years for us, better health, stronger faith, better health, better understanding, and more wealth, right? To generate wealth. Not necessarily to go and buy luxury things. I've never been a materialistic kind of guy. Just to take care of my family. And of course, do what I've been doing, share. I share. I enjoy sharing and feeding people and inspiring people to chase their dreams and, and pushing them forward to do that. Because, life is but once. And, and this message I give to my kids every day too, to be creative, to do things, paint, draw, whatever it is, work out, whatever. As long as you're building every single day. And when I'm talking, right, and when I'm saying this thing, I'm talking to myself first because my ears are closer to me than they are to any other human on this planet. So it's self-awareness, self-motivation, and self-inspiring to inspire yourself to remain faithful, patient, motivated, and inspired, right? Because I'm inspired and I manifest for success, to earn $100 million, but I also want to inspire 100 million people to be inspired, to go on and inspire another 100 million. There's 8 billion people on this planet. 8 billion. 8 billion people on this planet. There's 8 billion people on this planet. 8 billion. Can you imagine? Do the math. 8 billion. I may not reach 8 billion, 7 billion, 6 billion, 5 billion, 4, 3, 2, 1, even a million, or 500,000, or even 100,000, or 30,000. But if I can reach just one, and that one person hears my message, and it inspires them, and they go on to, to go do whatever they're doing that's positive and inspire them, and they become successful, then I earned the blessings for it. It's like if you were to give someone the book, right? It could be the Bible, it could be any type of book. But it could be a book that's beneficial in a positive way, where you're, sending off positive energy out to the world. And then that person reads that book, and then for every day that person, does an action and feeds the universe with positive energy, then you get the blessings for that. It's like if you hand somebody the Bible and he reads that Bible every day, and now he's living his life according to those verses or those chapters or the Quran or whatever your story is, whatever your faith is, and you hand them that and then they start to live it and do it and that's their truth in their life, then you receive the blessings of that. So that goes in your good deeds bucket. That goes in your good deeds bucket, right? So for the last day, right? So that's what we're talking about right now. What's up, my baby?
We're gonna leave because we're gonna go to the store and buy some stuff because we're gonna try to make this cake
Okay.
called tres leche.
All right. It's chocolate?
I don't know what it is. I never had it. She likes it.
All right, I want some. Those are my babies. Okay, I love y'all. Y'all be safe, okay? Chanel. I'm gonna tell her to grab some totones. Grab some totones.
I know I am.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, baby. Yeah, I tell her to grab some totones. We're making rice and beans and steak today. It's going down. But yeah, but anyway, so just speaking on that, you know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, the title of this podcast is, our society is dysfunctional. Like, why are we so dysfunctional? Why are we fighting each other? Why are we such at a head? Men fighting the women, women are fighting the men, and then women want to be men and men want to be women. And it's like the devil has us all like this. Everybody is like, and then for the ones who's on the straight path, on the core, then we're looked at as the bad guys. We're the ones that are being shadow banned. We're the ones where you go post on your IG, now your stuff is not posting. So the truth teller is the bad guy nowadays. Isn't that crazy, bro? And the truth tellers are the ones that are disappearing or having accidents, random things that happen to them. Like, what is going on? What is happening? Like, nobody on this planet is bigger than God himself. Nobody on this planet can control what God has in store for us. Nobody on this planet can change the direction that the world is going, how it spins on its axle, how to change seasons. Nobody knows how many galaxies there are in space. There's hundreds and hundreds of thousands, and that might maybe even millions of universes. Because God is infinite. His creation is infinite. So yeah, he says that in the Bible in the can that man will get to the point because he gave us that intelligence for our mind to expand and create and invent, so much so that we're going to get to the level where we can reach the stars and the moon and different planets. And then when we do so, then man will become arrogant. He predicted this, that once man creates a technology where they can reach the moon and reach the, go out in space and build a space station and build all this technology. Now man has become arrogant. Now man is now saying, oh, no. We're going to take the faith out of our educational system. Can't pray no more. We will not teach the kids about who God is. We will not teach the kids about what this history thing is. We're going to go forward and move forward in the realm of technology, whereas AI technology. I just seen a post this morning where some professor was speaking in some university. He said that we are in a stage right now where we can all become superhuman. Superhumans is what he said. And that is while using AI technology. So robotics and AI technology is supposed to take man to a whole nother level. So there's no feelings, there's no love, there's no hate, there's no depression, there's no anxiety. Everything just gonna be straightforward, It's either yes, no, rich, poor, full, hungry, dead or alive. There's no in between. It's crazy, right? And we can't stop technology. It's here. Look at this new technology now. It's called I've been trying to learn it lately. I've been messing around with it. Where is it? That was right here. It's called the Open AI. If you don't know about it, you better get on it and start messing around with it and learn it. There's a few other apps or sites you gotta add with it to make it do what it do. And I'm getting to that point now. In fact, this coming week, I'm gonna really focus on taking that to another level because recently I just learned how to, create an ebook. I created my first 2 ebooks. My first ebook is called How to Start a Business, legally, how to take the steps, proper steps of starting a business, from getting the name, the EIN, your tax ID, and business account, and all the steps that's necessary. Okay, yeah, follow me. All the steps that are necessary to start a business legally, not just start a business because you're saying you got a business. I'm talking about legally, when you providing a service, and you're selling a product, and you're receiving money for it, so you got to pay taxes, right? Of course. So I got that ebook out now. It's on Amazon. You can look it up. How to Start a Business by E.A. Torres. You see the name E.A. Torres? That'd be me. You can go get it, and there's a step-by-step guide. Because a lot of the people that's on the internet right now, they know that people are eager, and people, it's trying times right now. It's only going to get worse. And people want to start businesses, and people are trying to sell digital products, and they're trying to get, create some type of income, including myself too, right? So, but the gurus who you see on the internet, they're saying, yeah, you could do it, like the clickbait on YouTube, especially. You can make $3,000 a day, or you can make $15,000 a month, and you can do this, do that. And then when you go to their video, all they're doing is just talking a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and then they're trying to sell you their master class, or they're trying to sell you a website to go to so you can sign up, and then they get a commission. I mean, I don't knock the hustle, but right now, 2023, if you have the information, then you should be providing the information to the people, because it's us against whoever's running the show. Because the people that are running the show, they rich, and we're poor. So the poor should be sharing all the information as much as possible so we can turn this around. We don't, though. We're going to end up, the United States is going to end up being like China. China has lights on their sidewalks. They put lights on their sidewalks so when people walk, they stay in tune, right? Technology is controlling the masses. And they got to stay, the lights tell them red this way, green that way. So if you see red and you're walking on the sidewalk and the light turns red, you got to stop where you are. And when it turns green, then you go. Then they got arrows pointing. So they're controlling the people as they're, so now the people are going to be desensitized to subconscious. And think for yourself, the thought process that God has blessed us with. God has blessed us with the ability to think and to problem solve, to contemplate, right? To come up with a solution. And dealing with, daily challenges. Like me, I'm dealing with challenges too. I'm not on the internet trying to act like my life is fucking perfect. No, I'm in a struggle too. But I don't let that demotivate me and be like, oh, I'm going to just sit here and not give up. Nah, I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to keep doing the podcast. I'm going to keep making my designs. I'm going to keep promoting them. And I'm going to keep talking to the people and giving them the information and sharing my life experiences, because you don't never know who it can help. I'm just trying to save you the heartache so you don't go through the same trauma that I went through during my lifetime living in America. So look out for my audio books, because I'm about to start the audio books, and I'm going to start uploading them to Amazon. So, I'm going to do it by chapters, because I have a lot to share, and it's been bottled in. Like when I get around people, like family or whatever, and we just, we're partying or whatever, and then I start telling my stories, or I start telling, I make them into jokes or whatever, and people be laughing and having a good time. Like, damn, man, that's wow, you did that? Wow, you've been through that? Oh, shit. Oh, damn, man, that happened to you? And I mean, you should write a book. And I've been hearing that for years. So now I've been inspired lately. So now I created the 2 ebooks and I'm doing a podcast. So this is my 213th podcast, right? So now what I want to do is create the books. It'll be audio, and then it's going to be hard copies too for those who like to read. Because I know a lot of people like to have an actual book in their hand and read it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at with it. So I was talking about this society, how dysfunctional it is. They say right now, one out of 5 people in the United States are gay. That's a high percentage, bro. Like men have been feminized and women have been masculized. Why? Because the slowdown recreation. It's too many. Look, let's keep it 100, man. It's too much. Let's keep it real. There's too many human beings on this planet. There's like 8.1 billion humans on this planet. And the planet is suffocating. The ozone layer is fading away. So the sun is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And for the people on this planet that have melanin in their skin and their pigmentation, that they'll be able to live and survive the sun. So that's what everybody's so paranoid about, is the sun. So when you look up during the day and it's sunny outside, like in the morning when you're on your way to work, and then by the time you take your coffee break, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, then you look at the sky, it was all blue skies, right? And then by 10:30, you look up and you see planes flying back and forth with a white streak. Well, you know why that's going on? That's going on because they want to block the sun with the clouds to slow down global warming from melting the glaciers. Because humans think they're so smart. And they created these machines where they do artificial clouds, and it makes it rain, it makes it storm, and it makes it hurricanes, and it makes it do all kind of shit. And they created these nuclear bombs where they shoot it in the ocean and let it go away to the bottom of the ocean and blow it up, and then it sends a shock wave and it creates an earthquake. This is man. This is humans doing this. This is humans doing this, right? So this is what God says in the Bible and in the Quran, that man will get so arrogant that he really starts to believe that he is God. Because that's what that professor said this morning. He said, we're going to be God-like, superhuman. We're all going to be gods. The more information you have, the more understanding and knowledge you have of technology and AI technology, then the more powerful you will be in this world. So all the thinkers, all the creators, all the innovators that are in that realm, dealing with technology, then it's your time to shine. Until somebody comes along and debunks that and say, no, that ain't it, bro. Like something real drastic. Like God sent us a warning yesterday, and I'm sure probably 90% of humans on the planet don't even know. Yesterday, he sent the splash out to space from the sun. You know how lava sends a volcano spits the lava out and it goes down the mountain into the cities, wherever they are, whatever country they're in? Well, that's what the sun did. Yesterday, the sun said, and it spit all that, well, whatever it is that comes out the sun, right? It was a trillion pounds of, how they know that, I don't know. But they showed the video. If you go look it up, they showed the video. And it shows when it fell off the sun, like it melted right off the sun and went into space. And but it didn't come in our direction. They might have landed in another planet. But if that big old thing, that big old glob of heat was to fucking come to the planet, we're talking about losing billions and billions of people. If not damn near all, it'll burn us. And remember, God says, before he created man, there were other creatures on this planet. So much so when they became arrogant, he wiped them away and brought another species to dominate the planet, to lead the planet. Then we came, humans. And he said, and then there will come a time when humans will become so arrogant where he will have to tell Angel Jibril to blow the horn, and all the mountains will crumble, and all the buildings will fall, and all the humans will fall dead. Then he will send Jesus down, everything, then all the bodies, their souls be risen up, and then you'll be questioned. Who was your Lord? Who was your prophet? Who was your messenger? What did you worship? What did you do while you were alive on this planet? And that will determine your destiny. Or how many days, or how long will you be in the pit of the hellfire, or you will go up with him and sit by his shins. It could be one day, your feet dangling, or it could be 1,000 days, where one day equaling 1,000 days. So you imagine if he was to sentence you to 30 days, that's 30,000 days being tormented by the heat and whatever else. I ain't never been there, and I pray to God I don't go there. And may he forgive me for all my sins that I've committed during my lifetime and the sins that I may commit. So we just strive to be a better you, a better me every day. Just strive to be better. I don't want to be a follower. I don't want to do what you're doing. I don't want to jump off the bridge when you jump off the bridge. I don't want to crash out when you decide to crash out and go shoot somebody or go rob the bank or go kidnap or go, the shit that's going on within our society. I don't want God to be more angry at me than he is already. I don't want that. I want success. I want love. I want my faith to be increased. I want love. I want my kids to love me. I want my mom to love me. My family to love me. I can't say friends because I don't have any friends. I'm like that dude that was in that movie. Remember that movie when Woody Harrelson was in that movie? He was in the mountain and he had that radio thing, and then when the world was coming to an end, and then he kept warning the people, and he was there and he cut the whole world off, and he was just living up there by himself. I forgot the name of that movie. And then when the big boom, the meteorite hit, and then the fucking wave came, and it came all the way to the top of the mountain where he was at, and it killed him too. So, decades later, like when I was coming up, as a kid, I was popular, right? I was Cool Breeze. That was like one of my first nicknames, Cool Breeze, when I was a little kid, right? I was quiet, reserved, cool, chill. But I was a leader. I always had like kids following me. They thought we was a gang and shit. But I wasn't a gang. We should just do like athletic shit. Like we was doing what's that shit called? Parkour. I'd be jumping and shit. We were doing that before this shit became popular now. We used to climb on fences, real high fences, and jump off of them. Jump off the building, jump on the rails, doing that shit. Then I played basketball and I was pretty good at it. So then that carried me through my middle school, through high school, then college, and then I went to the military and I played ball too. So that was always my MO. They knew me from the left-handed, the lefty that could shoot and who had dribble. You know, can nobody steal the ball from him? And then I had a lot of women in my lifetime. And a whole lot of friends with their hands out. A whole lot of friends were like, yeah. Oh, yeah, man, we rock with you, bro. We said, oh, yeah, that's dope, bro. What you doing, bro? Oh, you got a clothing line? Oh, hell yeah, bro. Oh, you got a label? Oh, you got artists? Oh, shit, yeah, we support you, bro. Oh, hell yeah. And guess what? They ain't buy a motherfucking thing yet, bro. They ain't buy shit. Now, I have strangers buying my clothes, my fashion, my streetwear, and the music, but not no friends. Not even family. Only a select a few of my family. My sister and my little brother, they support what I'm doing. They order shit every once in a while, which I appreciate. And then for the people out there that are supporting me, that don't know me personally, but they see me on the internet, you know, grinding and hustling and sending out positive energy and letting them know, you know, what I'm trying to accomplish, then they support it. You know, so they support my story, right? Because that's all we can do is just share our life experiences. Because your life experiences, whether they're positive or negative, going to help someone else. You don't know what somebody is dealing with. Especially today with mental illness and depression. Who's not dealing with that right now, to be honest? Who's not feeling anxiety right now or feeling pressured or peer pressured or society's pressure or social media pressure, what you see on your social media timeline, you wish that was you. And you don't feel that pressure. It's only human nature that we do. I do. I'm like, damn, I want that. I want to be able to be like that. I want to be successful like that. I want to be able to provide for my children like that. I want to drive something like that. I want my home to be like that. I want to be able to go on vacations like that, family vacations like that. Who wouldn't want that? We all should be inspired to achieve as much as we can while we're alive, but not so much so where you're chasing the money and the fame, and then you're forgetting about who created you. Like, he should always be in remembrance. You should always be in remembrance. Like, you should utter his word every day, and just in general conversation. You don't have to be like a preacher preaching to people every day, because people get turned off by that. But you can just be like, oh, yeah, thank God. Or, you know, oh, man, all praise is due to God, man. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. Because I woke up this morning. And every day that I wake up, it's a challenge. And it's a blessing. Because I have severe sleep apnea. So that means I stop breathing multiple times during the night when I'm asleep. So when I wake up, I'm thankful. I'm appreciative. I'm honored that. Thank you, God, that you woke me up this morning to give me another day to try to succeed in this world. Like right now, I'm on my live streams, right? I'm on this live me, right? This is what this is right here. And I got 67 people on my live stream, and I appreciate that. But look over here. I'm on my YouTube now for 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes, and I have 0 people on my YouTube live. And I've been on YouTube since 2016, and I just got my 1,000 subscribers. Now, it came out this week that these apps, the employees who are running the apps or monitoring the apps, whatever, there's buttons, like a cold button and a hot button that they can push on your content, and then it'll make you go viral, and then it'll make you, you know, for your channels to grow and your music to go out to the world, whatever it is you're doing on the internet, and they're in control of it, right? So what we got to do for one another is follow each other, like our content, comment in the comments, and share to push the algorithm to push our content to the forefront. You can post. I post every day. I blog every day. I blog on TikTok. I blog on Instagram. I blog on Twitter. I blog on Facebook, Pinterest, everything. Everything has to do with the social media. I'm on it. I'm blogging. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pushing forward. Create the podcast. Put the podcast. You can go tune into the podcast right now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Amazon Audible. We're on Amazon Audible now too. YouTube. My YouTube channel is Hoodstar 365 TV Radio. You know, it's a multimedia platform, the YouTube page. So you'll see all kind of things. You'll see the blogging. You'll see me doing the podcast. You'll see my artists and their music. And those pretty much the three realms, directions that I'm pushing. And then I have a new YouTube channel. It's called Relax Your Mind. Relax Your Mind. Go subscribe. And on that channel, I have rain sound, ocean sounds, where you can sit there and just relax your mind, relax the anxiety. Your natural anxiety that we're dealing with on a daily basis. Yeah. So that's what that channel's for. In fact, this week I'm going to upload some more videos. I upload like one video a week on that channel. And go support the merch at hoodstarworld.com. And tune into the radio station at Hoodstar365TVRadio.com. There's hip-hop's future stars on there. All indie artists submitted their music to me in the last 3 years, and I've listened to all their music. And for the ones that I thought were actual, songs and had a good sound to them and a good feel to them, then I gave them, placement opportunities to get on the radio, the mixtape series, or the podcast, or even get their music videos on our website. So it's good. Then, I have 30 volumes of mixtapes. It's on my SoundCloud at Hoodstar 365 mixtape series. So we're just going to keep working. But I want to inspire you, let you know that you are loved, that people do care about you. Don't get down. Don't think negative. Don't let the devil win. Because the devil wants you to be depressed. He wants you to commit suicide. He wants you to go outside and hurt somebody today. Whether it's drunk driving, sell somebody some fentanyl, go shoot somebody, go rob somebody, go rape somebody, go bring harm to somebody, kidnap somebody. That's what the devil wants you to do today. On today's Sunday, right? Bless. He don't want you to be all blessed and happy and good and faithful. None of that. He wants you to be destructive. Be destructive during the day and be destructive at night. So we got to fight that energy collectively. We got to fight that energy collectively. And then for those humans who are on that, we ask God to soften their hearts to get them away from that. Or for God to punish them severely. Hurt them, harm them. Don't let them harm the innocent. Let them crash out. Let them cry. However you want to, don't want them to crash out. But don't let them continue to hurt the innocent. And hurting children and women. And senseless gun violence. And for the men, stop being so emotional. Stop being so weak-minded. Men are not supposed to be overly emotional, because we're humans, so we got emotions, but not overly emotional like a woman. You're not a woman, you are a man. If you find out your girlfriend is cheating on you, then you say, oh man, that's terrible. Okay, no problem. And just move on. Life goes on. In life, you're going to have wins and a whole lot of losses. Learn from the losses. When you get the wins, Share the wins with the people. Let them know what did you do that that you now you're winning. What did you do? What steps that you take to now put you in position to win? You share that information. And then for the negative, as you go through it and you experience it, and then you put it together, then you share that information to save somebody else from going in that direction and experiencing that. All right, so I'm Ali Hoodstar 365 and this is Respect the Game, the podcast. We'll be right back to this commercial break. Peace. What's good? Oh, I got one person on my YouTube live. I've been on here for 40 something minutes, but you missed the whole podcast. I'm on commercial break now, but let me know who you are, bro. Who is this on my live? Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Well, how do you see when somebody says something? I don't know. So we're just gonna continue to keep moving forward, and I just try to inspire people on a daily basis, man. Like, I'm not a hater. If I see something on the internet that I don't like, then I will comment on it. Like this morning, I seen somebody posted a clip of a rapper, and he's made a new song, and he's already established. Like, he's a well-known artist, and he got hit records. He ain't had one lately, but he got them, and he has his own sound. And he made a song sounding like Future, with his Future sound, Future's flow, everything Future. I was like, yo, why the hell he doing that? Well, he got his own sound, he got his own flow. He's so fucking dope. So that's the pressure of society. That's the pressure of social media, right?
Great.
Get it? This is a new single that's gonna drop next week. It's called With Me by Cash Lingo. Check it out.
Yeah. Run it up, Blondo. Okay.
We're gonna keep dropping hits, man.
Salut, guys.
Let me know what you think in the comments. Hey, yo, Cash Lingo!
No, we gon' spend on a nigga, we spend on the fuck nigga feet. Ain't no Cali, run around smoking no belly, he known to be in the streets. They got me cat, known to give me a bag on red of the damn streets, and that's on my daddy. Keep it 100, just clip off 100, let's get us some money, and now I ain't bragging. I'm so full with you niggas, can't leave the house with my pussy. Ready to ride these niggas, ready to reach the stars, niggas. I tell this shit every day though, even though I'm around in Clayco. I might do me some time in Clayco, fuck nigga better lay low. Oh nigga please. Pat my cheek, pat my cup, pat my bread. Fuck nigga no, I'm on his head. Either boy dead. I need a white dead. Say Lil D, no we gon' spend on the nigga, we spend on the fuck nigga feet. Ain't Lil Cali, run around smoking no belly, he known to be in the streets. They call me cat, known to give me a bag on red on the damn streets, and that's on my daddy. Keep it ready, just come on, let's give up some money, and now I ain't brag. We caught him down bad on the highway. Toe tag, that's another fighter and another nigga in the driveway. One blitz, then we all blitz, and another nigga bringing gunplay. Tell them niggas don't play with him, cause we'll kill a nigga on a fun day. Graveyard pit, yeah, nigga, this'll be a whole fucking worse day. Came from the truck for real.
Yes, sir, that drops on the 31st with me by Cash Lingo, Hoodstar Entertainment, LLC. on Apple Music. Yes, sir. That song is titled "With Me" by Cash Lingo, and it drops January 31st on all platforms. You know, Cash is CA $H, then Lingo LINGO. Go check out all the new singles we dropped in the last 2 months, last 3 months really. Also, go check out Quackstar, QUOXK Star. Got like 23 singles on there. Kid is super talented. He sings. Like he Drake his songs out. He has some little bit of singing and rapping, but it has a storyline, you know. He's dope as shit. So go check him out. You know, it's just putting out talented, good music to the world to go listen to and stream. You know, because, you know, it's oversaturated right now. The game is oversaturated where everybody's sounding the same and everybody's talking about the same shit, killing each other or doing drugs, right? So we want to wake the planet up. And, you know, like the brand is called Hood Star World because it is a Hood Star World. Everything about the planet that is dope and talented, everybody's worshiping athletes and entertainers, they all come from urban areas, you know, wherever you are on the planet. From the poor people come out of being poor through the talents that God has blessed them with, whether it's singing, rapping, talking, drawing, painting, creating clothes, whatever, designing, whatever your talents are, it's truly a blessing. So we want to push the culture forward, but we also want to wake the actual people that's within the culture that's creating this content and creating what, you know, what the world is actually, you know, buying and servicing, to not exploit us, man. You know, to give us our wealth, you know, pay us our worth, and to respect the arts, right? And stop biting. You know, back in the day, you weren't allowed to do what is happening today, where you could bite off another artist's style or how you sing, how you talk, how you look. That was frowned upon seriously. Like you liable to get killed over it in the 80s and the 90s, and even the early 2000s. And then when hip hop went full-fledged, commercialized, and then it became okay to where it is today, you know. To where it is today, you can hear a certain song, right, become a hit record, and then all the artists that come after that, everybody's chasing that same sound, the same format, basically, the same blueprint, and just trying, you know, sounding the same and acting the same and talking the same. Even in the interviews, everybody's trying to be the same on the interviews with the dry throat and the like they perked out, like they made that shit seem like it's cool. It ain't never cool to be a fucking fiend, bro. I don't know who told y'all that. They lied to you, bro. You know, rest in peace, that young artist that just passed away a couple of weeks ago, Scar, right, from Memphis. There was no need for that young man to die like that. That was terrible, man. He was so talented. And his vocals were incredible, man. Like he could have been a news anchor or a fucking sportscaster. With that voice he had, shit, man. He's a baritone. But he was rapping with it, and that shit was fucking dope, bro. But he was all on fucking perks and lean. That shit killed him. The fentanyl, because you know they're putting fentanyl in everything now. Even the candy. You got to be careful buying candy now too. You know how you go to the dollar store and buy candy for your kids? It's like playing Russian roulette, man. You don't know what the fuck is in the candy, bro. They eat the candy and fall out. You don't know what the hell going on. They just had a cardiac arrest, you know, or even heart attack or whatever. And it's in the weed, it's in the pills, it's everywhere, dog. Because there's a war going on outside. We don't see it because the media in the United States, they block all that from us, the reality. Everything is just, you know, Walt Disney. Everything is where people are just, you know, with shutters over their eyes, and they got fucking cotton balls in their ears, and they just all walking in the same direction off the same cliff, not knowing what is really happening, what's going on. Look at Russia. They got the balls, man. Russia's sent one of their spy ships off the coast of Hawaii, man. That's close, man, to us. And that's scary in itself, bro. And I don't know why we keep playing with them and getting involved and getting in their business and getting into their affairs. That shit's gonna lead to something, man. That shit's gonna lead to something scary, bro. And now they're all trying to team up to go against Russia to fight to help Ukraine fight Russia. Like Ukraine, that president of Ukraine, he should just wave the fucking white flag already, bro. He got his whole country fucking blown up. Literally, not just one city, not just one area. The whole shit is blown up, bro. Even the infrastructure. You know, right now it's freezing cold over there, right? They don't got no heat or no electric. And their food line has been cut. Their oil lines have been blown up. Their power plants have been blown up. Their hospitals have been blown up. Their schools have been blown up. Their high rises have been blown up. So now everybody's trying to get involved. They're going to send tanks and they're going to send this. They can send the space shuttle over there and it's not going to help them, bro. And we keep sending our tax dollars over there, billions and billions and billions of dollars over to Ukraine. And meanwhile, we're over here starving, dude. Literally. Homeless people all over the United States, man. Drug addicts all over the United States. The pill situation and the heroin situation, not necessarily the crack no more. The crack shit don't even fucking matter no more. It's that heroin and them fucking pills, man. And right now in all the inner cities in the United States, it's all white, young kids, not kids, but they're young people, and they're mostly white kids that's coming from suburban America. So you got all veterans who served this country and they're homeless. Or I'm a veteran, and I gotta beg for whatever it is I need, for benefits or whatever the services they provide that they should be providing for us, then they don't, and we gotta beg them. But when it's time to go to war, then of course they shipped us over there to fight for this country, and then you come back and they treat you like shit. And you got veterans sleeping outside. I thank God bless me with the roof I have over my head. Right? But then they built big facilities for animal shelters. They got dogs sleeping in beds, bro. They got cats and dogs sleeping in beds, and they're heated in the winter and they're air conditioned in the summer. Then you got human beings sleeping outside. Humans. Outside in the cold, dying, freezing. When that storm just hit Buffalo, people died in that shit, bro. You don't see it in the news. They cover that shit. They were just telling you it was snowing. It got cold. It was snowing. There's still people right now who don't have no heat. People have frozen to death, bro. People are literally dying outside, bro. That's how cold that storm came through. That's how cold it got, man. So you can imagine over in Ukraine how cold it is, man. So that president over in Ukraine, he need to just wave the fucking white flag, man. But all right, man, let's just talk about it and let's come up with a resolution, because obviously we're not going to defeat you. Russia has a very big fucking army, military, and they got some weapons. Now they got a new weapon. They just fucking put their new weapon in the water, and there's a submarines. They got submarines that go in the water 30,000 feet deep, right? They can withstand all that pressure. And it has nuclear weapons on it that reaches all the way around the globe. It'll go all the way around the planet. That missile will go all the way around in the ocean. And it dictate exactly where they wanted to hit. And they said that one of those missiles on that submarine is 30 times more powerful than the bomb that we dropped on Hiroshima. For those of you who don't know, we dropped a bomb on Hiroshima back in the day. Google it. We dropped a nuclear bomb. When they came to Pearl Harbor and bombed us, the naval ships and all that in Hawaii, then we had to drop the big boy on them for that. When they have shit like that, that'll create world devastation. So like I said earlier, man has to humble themselves, come to the table as gentlemen, and let's do business as gentlemen. Whatever it is your country provides to the world, then let's do business as gentlemen. Whatever we provide, like nobody should be dominating nobody and controlling everything. Just greed. When you die, you can't take that shit with you anyway. Like, there's no reason why a human being should have hundreds of billions of fucking dollars, bro, and then he's not paying taxes and he's not sharing the wealth. Like, there's no way in hell that the United States of America should have homeless and hungry people. There's no way. There's no way that in the United States that we should have homeless and hungry human beings. Every household in the United States should be given a stipend every month for housing and food and transportation. This is the greatest country in the world, supposedly. But now it's like a third world country. Everybody's starving. You go outside and go to the store, it's a risk. Because you could be robbed, carjacked, shot, killed for your belongings or whatever you have that's of value where they can cash it in to get some money so they can feed their family. Ain't nobody outside just doing this shit for fun. Nobody. Then they got us all fighting each other. You don't like me, and I don't like you because I got on sunglasses. And you got on a cowboy hat. Or you got on tight jeans. Or you got on a mini skirt. Or you ain't got shit on. You ain't got no panties on. Or he got Speedos on. So we all hate each other because we're different. In the meanwhile, for the powers to be, they're the ones that are winning. They're supposed to be working for us, the people, not us working for them. We work, we pay taxes, and then that money is supposed to improve our life. Shelter, food, the roadways, the highway, the water quality, the air quality, to better our environment. Not take it and then ship it over there and then ship it back over there through the back door, and then you got generational wealth for just you and your family and then whatever organization you're in. Now all you guys are all driving Bentleys and Mercedes-Benz and got mansions, and your kids are going to the best colleges and they're becoming doctors and lawyers and all this shit. But now with this new let me tell you how powerful God is, right? Check this out. Now, with this new technology that just came in, it can't even be regulated. It's too vast, right? They're trying to figure out how to regulate it. But with this new technology, this AI technology, now all those degrees and all of going to school for 8 years and 12 years and all that bullshit, that shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing no more, bro. If you know how to work this AI technology, then you will be in position to earn a whole lot of fucking money. More money than any professor, more money than any doctor, any lawyer, all the top jobs in America. Like my little brother's best friend that he grew up with. I just learned this yesterday. I didn't even know, right? I always knew him to be in the fashion world. He did well for himself. But now he's in the software. He just became a CEO of some type of software company. And he's making a whole shitload of money. I gotta fucking hit him up, bro. Because I want to get into that tech field and learn that shit. You know what I'm saying? So all those degrees and all that greed and all that bullshit, that's out the window, man. And for Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and Elon Musk and Warren Buffett and all these rich, wealthy people just hoarding up all this money, hoarding up. Why? When you die, guess what's going to happen? That money ain't going with you. Them houses ain't going with you. Those cars ain't going with you. You're going to be put right in the hole like the rest of us. And you're going to be gone. So why not put that money to work now to improve America, period? No matter if you're black, white, Asian, Indian, I don't give a fuck what you are, bro. We should not be living like this in the United States. There's no way, bro. Everybody buys an Apple phone every year at $1,200 a fucking phone. Everybody orders off of Amazon. Everybody's on the computer. So that's generating probably a fucking $1 trillion a year. So there's no way in hell that all that money should be going into just those 3, 4, 5 people's bank accounts. That money should be, like, that's one thing about China, right? China, if you come from China and you go on to do something like that, say you, like when Yao Ming signed his contract to the NBA, you know that he has to give China 30% of his contract? Whoever comes out of there and does that and becomes successful, they have to pay China 30% of what they earn. It's like union dues. You know how you're working, if you're in a union, then you got to pay dues. Every time you get paid, you look at your check like, damn, why you take that? Well, you got to pay your union dues, where it pays your benefits, it goes into your pension, goes into your 401, and it goes into whatever the fuck else that's involved with it. Your vacation pay, all that shit. Get it? So let's just do better, man. Let's stay inspired to inspire others. Let's stop being selfish and arrogant and greedy. And for those who are trying to bring harm to you, you know God don't like ugly. And for you out there, you know who exactly I'm talking to when I say something personal in my life. I'm not going to tell you exactly my business, but I've always been merciful. Like when I've had a chance to have my knee on somebody's neck, I always show mercy to that person. But as soon as they get the first opportunity, they double back and then they try to be merciless. So all I do is just pray, you know, and then let God handle it. And then whatever comes of it, comes of it. Because I'm too old to be stressed out over some fucking really bullshit, really. I'm over it. So if you're not on what I'm on and you don't believe in God and you're not living to those moral standards, nobody's perfect, but if you're on that evil side, then I just can't fuck with you. It don't matter if you family. It don't matter if you're one of my kids. It don't matter who the fuck you are. I just can't fuck with you, period. I try and I pray that God soften your heart or change your ways. But if you on that, then I just can't fuck with you. I don't give a fuck who it is. So look, let everybody you know, man, to go listen to Respect the Game. The is DA. Respect the Game podcast is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts right now. Go tune into all the episodes. I'm giving a lot of wisdom, a lot of life experiences, you know, sharing my knowledge, talking about social issues. How can we better ourselves? Don't be a follower, be a leader. Stay 10 toes down. Never bend, never fold. Don't be cowards. Love your parents regardless of what they do. Love your siblings. Respect your elders. Guns down, get money. All right? So I'm Ali Hoostar 365. This has been Respect the Game, the podcast, episode 213. Peace. I'm out.